What's up, guys? Mark here, and I am really excited to be doing this podcast. This is the second year we're doing an Expo West recap. And this year, I have my secret weapon, my wife. Sarah Militan here with me today. Sarah has been coming with me to this event for 2 years now. We've been making it a tradition, and it's been awesome getting to go with her. She actually works in the health and wellness space as well with her consulting practice. So she's been getting a ticket on her own. And what we're going to do today is a little bit of a recap of Expo West 2026. What are some of the trends that we saw this year? What are some of the things that we see brands are doing in the space? And overall, where is the CPG industry going when it comes to health and wellness specifically? So Sarah, why don't we start off by giving you an introduction. Let us know a little bit more about you.
Well, I'm Sarah. I am Mark's wife. I am a registered nurse, and I also am a restorative wellness practitioner. So I work with clients to help with like root cause healing based on diet, supplements, and lifestyle changes. So I'm really big into health and wellness. I love all the new trends. I love helping people out with finding good products that are good alternatives, healthy alternatives. I'm also celiac, so I've been gluten-free for about 16 years now, which is crazy to think. That's why I kind of got into all the health and wellness stuff, because there's just so many cool brands out there now. So going to Expo West is my personal Candyland, Disneyland, because all my favorite products are all in one space. So it's a lot of fun going, so many cool samples. You get to see all the new products that are going to launch this year. You get to taste a bunch of great stuff. You just get to go and support all your favorite brands. So it's a lot of fun.
And tell us a little bit more about what you do with your business as well.
So yeah, as I said, I help people out with root cause healing and just kind of help them get to the root cause of certain illnesses or conditions that they have. So I do blood chemistry, I do gut testing, I do hormone testing, and then I also help them out with lifestyle diet changes as well.
That's awesome. So going into Expo West 2026, what were some of the big trends that you saw this year?
Shockingly, I don't know if you felt this way, but I felt like a lot of the supplement companies were really promoting creatine. Like there was like creatine gummies everywhere.
Creatine gummies was the top trend I was going to talk about this year.
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
Yeah.
And they taste good.
They do. Yeah.
They taste really good.
And creatine,
it's like candy.
I've been reading about as well, just because I was newly postpartum and was pregnant all last year. But creatine is pretty much safe now, like well studied in pregnancy and postpartum, not only for, muscle benefits and that kind of stuff, but also neuro benefits and cognitive benefits. So I started taking creatine actually in pregnancy, and I continue to take it postpartum as well.
So another interesting thing about that is it's evident that every one of these creatine brands was specifically marketing to women. I used to go to this show when I was in high school, when my good friend Stephen McFarland's dad and family owned fitness labs and a chain of fitness stores in LA.
Yeah.
And that was 22 years ago.
And you felt like creatine was popular back then?
That was when sports nutrition, which is modern day supplements, was in its heyday in getting liftoff. So that's when you had muscle milks, you had all the kind of bodybuilding style sports supplements that were in the market. And the creatine then was this like thing that no one knew about, but it was considered a hardcore bodybuilding or sports nutrition
and
supplement.
now I feel like they've really gotten away from marketing it as like a bodybuilding supplement.
Yes.
It's for more than that.
Well, it was evident, like all these gummies, it's all being marketed towards women.
Yeah.
Think about Bloom has their own. Every single brand that we went to had a gummy on the market specifically marketed towards women. So I have to say that was the top trend that I saw in the market.
Yeah, and another one I saw, which obviously has been very popular for a while, is hydration. So electrolytes.
Yeah.
Lots of electrolyte companies.
Lots of electrolyte brands on the market. It's crazy to think where electrolytes were 3 years ago. There was maybe one or two brands.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I never saw LMNT there both years.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a huge fan of LMNT anymore, because I know that they use table salt instead of good ancient sea salt. I'm more interested, and we use the Thorns electrolytes and the Redmond Relight. They
Yep.
use like the ancient sea salt.
So what was your favorite electrolyte brand that was there? Anything that you tasted?
You know, I liked the Dry Water brand.
Yeah, Dry Water.
Yeah,
they're
that was
actually
good.
a local brand here in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Dry Water was really
And I tried
cool.
them like a couple years ago, so it was good to see how big of a booth they had there and how they really like decked it out. They made it really cool. There was all kinds of different color combinations. You're walking through and there's different colors based on different flavors. It was a lot of fun. It was good.
Yeah.
But all of them were good.
Yeah, they're all great. But it's evident hydration. And also the business model behind hydration makes total sense.
Yeah.
You can sell it D2C and you can sell it brick and mortar, and you can pick and pack and build packs that you could sell in Costco and big box retailers like that. You can sell them at a Rite Aid and a CVS. These stick packs are so easy to move, and there's a lot more value add in a stick pack versus just a powder in a bottle.
Yeah. Speaking of, another brand I was interested in was Elmhurst, wearing the hat. Really cool booth, really
What's
cool
Elmhurst?
people.
Just so everyone knows.
Elmhurst, they do a bunch of non-dairy milks for lattes, and they also have new protein shakes that we got samples of, which are really good. But I knew them because they make all kinds of good dairy-free milks.
What's cool about Elmhurst is they are actually a dairy that's over 100 years old.
Yeah.
And the founder ended up shutting down the dairy and then working with this food scientist to essentially build all these different milks to bring to market. So the brand has a lot of background in the dairy industry, but they've completely turned it around. That was one of the funnest booths this year.
Yeah.
They had
And they have everything. They have like almond, oat, they have cashew, you know, they have everything. And then they also are known to not use any gums or fillers. So if you look at the back of his hat, sorry about your hair, says no fake shit. So
no fake shit,
yeah,
no
like
fillers. Yeah, I have to say that was another trend in the market, was non-dairy milks overall.
Yeah.
And personally,
Califia had a good booth.
Yes,
Yeah.
Califia Farms was probably my favorite booth this year.
Yeah.
They absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, they had a barista bar. They were making gluten-free pancakes. They were making smoothies. They were making lattes. I mean, they had all kinds of stuff. It was really cool.
I also have to say another trend overall was a lot of these brands, especially food brands, were in full prep mode. One of the brands that we have connections with is It's That Easy. They make pasta and rice that's 50% less carbs. And what's really cool about them is they had a full sushi chef there doing a full sushi presentation, and it was incredible. So you couldn't tell it was different rice.
No.
It was awesome.
It was really good.
And apart from that, what was the cauliflower brand that we saw? Cauliflower.
Yeah,
they had incredible pizza.
Yeah,
like it was unreal.
Like risottos. I mean, you were like eating little tiny meals the whole day. I came home stuffed.
Yeah, it was.
It was so good.
And then my favorite prepped meal of the day was actually outside when I was taking a break, was Steak and Shake.
Oh yeah, the
Steak and Shake
fries,
is so Steak and Shake. I've never even heard of Steak and Shake. We don't have them
it's a
around here.
Midwest company.
There are
back in Chicago.
Yeah, there's actually a couple in Southern California, but they're further out. They're like in Yucaipa or the Valley, like places that you wouldn't go to there. But Sarah told me, they're everywhere in the Midwest, and it looks like a private.
It used to be. I feel like some of them closed. I don't know.
It looks like a private equity group bought them because they've done a big brand overhaul. But the big push that they were doing this year was they've converted all their fryers to beef tallow, and they're actually making their own beef tallow now. And their fries, they were essentially marketing as these are the OG McDonald's fries. These are like what McDonald's used to do 70 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, McDonald's, when they first started, all their fries were made in beef tallow. And over the years, they transitioned to seed oils.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Huh. So Steak and Shake, obviously seeing the trend of beef tallow and no seed oils in fryers, has transitioned to doing everything with beef tallow. And not only did they have fries on sample there, which were unbelievable fries.
They had the Jess and Ben's tallow fries too.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, they were Jess and Ben's. We buy all the time as well. Those were great. So I have to say the food prep this year and the presentation and the tastings were unbelievably good. So really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But other than that, what else did you see? Anything else?
Just like a lot of really good energy. I think both of us came home we were exhausted, but at the same time, there's just so much good energy and good momentum walking into the expo, because I feel like everyone is just so uniquely passionate about their own brand, which is really cool to see. And that's part of the reason why I love the health and wellness space, because I just love how each of these brands can bring something so unique and different to the table. So I just loved going because I loved seeing each brand be so passionate about what they were promoting.
100%. It's one of my big takeaways was the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well in the CPG space. And you see all these brands that are spending a lot of money to be here. And a lot of these brands won't see a net profit from this event. We were talking to one of our longtime clients at Breadloaf, Sea Witch Botanicals, that was there. And it was great seeing them. That's one of the highlights of the event for me, is being able to hang out with them and see them, since they're up in Seattle. They told me last year, hey, it wasn't necessarily profitable to be there. They've gotten some good accounts, and hopefully this year it'll be a little different. But it's tough going to these events. It's expensive. They actually make you lock in your next year's spot at the event on the first day of the event. So, it's an investment into booth space, into labor, into marketing, into sampling. All of this takes time and money. So seeing all these brands investing into the space, you could see that they're hungry for growth. They're hungry for success. They're hungry to drive revenue. And it's exciting to see that. This has to be one of the biggest years they've ever had, this event, if not the biggest year.
Yeah, it was crazy, but it was a good time.
Yeah, 100%. It was great. I really enjoyed it. What do you see, based off some of these trends you're seeing in the health and wellness space, what do you see happening over the next year with some of these brands? Do you see any other new products that they're going to be launching? Do you see any opportunities? Like, where do you see the health and wellness space going with these brands?
It's a good question. I do see a lot of brands going more of like the supplement route. So even some skincare brands now are promoting supplements, and some food brands are promoting supplements. And I just think everybody is really upping their supplement game, which I'm very proactive about as well, because I feel like there's always somewhere that we can supplement to our diet and lifestyle. So I just see a lot of these brands. I mean, even like, we talked about Bloom, for example. They started doing a lot of supplements, colostrum and creatine, and they were just a greens brand, I think, to start out with. And now they have so much more than that.
Yeah, Bloom's crushing it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I agree. I feel like this supplement business, every year, everyone's like, supplements are dying. They're the worst business to get into. And there's all of a sudden, there's an existing supplement that's going to pierce another market that's never been touched. Like creatine for women. It's been huge. I mean, I know some brands that have protein for women.
And protein, like a lot of protein powders. One of my favorite boosts was Truvani. I love Truvani. I love the founder. She's the food babe on Instagram. She just really promotes that clean, minimal ingredient products. And that's what she has. She has the protein powders, and then she has the snack bars, and it's like a couple ingredients. It's very simple and to the point, and that's the protein powder I use primarily. I mean, I think the best kind of products now are the ones with the most minimal ingredients found. So I think that's
I think
trend.
Everyone's going to, minimal ingredients, single source if possible. Everything's being simplified for sure as the consumer has a higher level of awareness. It's also going to higher end ingredients. So you're seeing premium ingredients being added. And when these brands are trying to hit specific stats with so much protein or so little sugar, they're using premium ingredients to batch this together. And that's another trend. These are all premium supplements. And I think that's showing the investment that specifically a lot of Americans are making into their health. Is they want premium supplements. They are investing into their health. They do not want to put trash items in their body.
Right. So I think that's probably the biggest thing I'm seeing. Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks, Sarah. Appreciate you coming on. I love you. I hope you guys liked this episode of the Brand Building Podcast. This is the secret weapon, and hopefully you'll see her more in the future.
Yeah. And and we'll see you next year for another Expo West recap.
See you guys. Bye. Peace.